Hi. Hello. Hi, welcome on in, everybody. It's I, Lance. Dude, okay. This was an intentional little break I had. Unintentional little break. Because I was sick on Wednesday. I was sick on last Wednesday, and the collab that I had planned on Friday just couldn't happen. So it was like a week of no streaming. So I felt real bad. Because it's not like my break I had before 2.0, because that time I spent actually working on these things, but this time I didn't spend it working on shit, so I've completely forgotten how to stream. But hello Len, and hello Mixer, welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is I, Lance, and I almost forgot how to stream. It's all good. No, I know you guys are okay with it. It's fine. It's just it's mostly a me thing where I'm like oh no, I fell off. I didn't stream for 2 days. The problem is that it feels a lot longer because I don't stream every day. I think that's the biggest, like, not necessarily an issue, but like the biggest difference between me not streaming and then like other people not streaming for a bit. Because other people have more consistent schedule. Well, not consistent. I have a pretty consistent schedule. Other people stream more than I do. Day's not the best. Hey, don't worry about it. We all have those kinds of days. Lord knows I had a couple last week. But you know what? You're free to hang out here and just forget about your troubles for a bit and just chill and just relax and just hang and just enjoy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We try to make it a positive place over here. Also, I have coffee with me now. We have officially gotten to the point in time in the year where it's not cold enough that I want to, like, you know, put a jacket on or something like that. But it's also not warm enough that I can't drink a good warm cup of coffee. So I'm having that at the moment. Most likely after I'm finished with it, I'm going to get some water, though. Just probably to just keep it consistent. Don't drink coffee. How dare? No, I'm kidding. That's fine. We all have our preferences. That is perfectly fine. Okay, so another thing that I was thinking about. One thing that I was thinking about as I was setting up stream, which I completely forgot to set up every single waiting room and stuff, because again I forgot to stream. I have the thumbnails ready. I did that. And the schedule, I have everything set up. I just forgot to do the waiting rooms. Waiting rooms don't take long to set up anyways. I just need to like reuse a lot of stuff from previous streams. That's not a particularly big problem, but I did forget, and I had to do a little bit of that before starting stream. Okay, but as I was doing all that, I was like, wait a minute, it's been long enough that I think it's been a month since I activated memberships on YouTube, which means that the people that had gifted memberships are going to be out of a membership now. So I want to change that again, because this is something I can do. And if this ends up purging more of my subscribers, that's great, because I don't like the amount of subscribers that I have on my YouTube account. Because last time I did it, I'm pretty sure I ended up losing a bunch of subscribers. Because I'm pretty sure some of the subscribers that got memberships realized, who the fuck is this guy? Why am I subscribed to him? And then they unsub because they don't watch my content or anything like that. They must have subbed a long time ago when they thought that I was going to be doing Megalovania memes all my life. And and so, whoops, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. So, that being said, want to do it again? Want to see me do it again? Because I can. It's easy as fuck. Wait, can I? Wait, give me a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is it not available here? Do I gotta go to the Megalovania shall forever haunt me? Yeah, I'm pretty used to it at this point. Hold on, though. Hold on. I could do it last time. Could I do it this time as well? Shut up, me. Yeah, I have it here. Okay. For some reason, it's not available in the studio view, but it is available as a viewer of myself. So, never had coffee before? I mean, don't knock it till you try it, you know, that kind of stuff. But if you don't feel like trying it, that's also perfectly fine. Am I the only one on Twitch chat? I don't know. There might be lurkers. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We try not to bring attention to the number of people watching just because, you know, unnecessary information, and it could provide some unneeded anxiety or something like that. Because like, oh no, no one's watching, or oh god, there's too many people watching. It's like, so we keep the numbers thing just on the down low. But if you're on YouTube, you might be able to, you know, get a membership, let's say. Feel lonely? Well, don't worry about it. You got me here. By definition, you're not lonely because I'm here. Like, I mean, come on. Don't worry. We try to keep the chat positive. Just remember that, you know? Okay, so let me see. Oh god, I have an alert set up still. Oh no. Is it gonna start happening again? Do I have to mute the alerts once again? Yep. Yep, here they start happening. Here they start coming. Let's see what happens now. Let's see who comes up. Do we recognize names? Claw's a member now. There you go. And Kintsugi and Phoenix. Look at that. Halconis. Hey, I recognize them on some of these names. Alia as well. Look at that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. I'm seeing different names than before though. Let's see. Wait, did it stop? What happened? Those are not 50. Oh, there it goes. Those are other ones. It was trying to find other people, I guess. Joker game. I think I've seen that one show up. Tomas as well. I'm pretty sure I've seen them pop up from time to time. Let's see. Did it target like did it specifically target people that haven't been targeted before? That could be the case. I love that my chat is in Spanish. I love that my chat on screen is in Spanish. Not much you could do about that, apparently. Rob Chop es ahora miembro como regalo de Lance White. Felt like it, yeah. Strange. It's taking a bit longer to process. I wonder if it's because it's not finding any other like potential membership targets. I wonder. Strange. Those are not 50, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's not 50. Huh. I wonder. Maybe it did run out of like potential candidates for memberships. That's interesting. I've never seen it happen. You don't know Spanish? Don't worry, I'm an English streamer. If you know English, we're good to go. That is fascinating. Maybe it's because it can't target like people that have already been gifted memberships before. Huh. Fascinating. Let me look this up. What happens if you... Also, hi, Lizard. Welcome on in. Hello. Yes, I do make music oftentimes. Welcome on in. What happens if you gift memberships but no one qualifies? If amongst the weirds, it'll give to qualified accounts that are not viewing. But that, yeah, but like... Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Huh. I to be fair, I've never like hit 50 concurrent viewers or anything like that. Like I hit it one time after I got raided by Raura, but after that I didn't like I didn't really like hit that number again. So it's probably why it's finding it difficult to find you know, potential receivers of memberships, which is fine. It would have been funny if I can get 50 memberships altogether as well. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Well, I try to make music. Some of my music is on my YouTube channel, and I try to do like I'm trying to be more consistent with it, which is why I want to do Music Making Monday more like a permanent thing in my channel. So every Monday I'm going to be trying to make music, and in this case, I got to finish a couple of tracks that I have like on the back burner. First language is Norwegian, second is English, and I'm trying to learn Japanese. Ooh, nice. Always love a good bilingual person. It's always cool to see that, because like, to think about it, a lot of people in the world aren't bilingual, so it's cool to see someone who speaks 2 different languages. Also, hi Phoenix, welcome on in. Hello, hello. You were one of the lucky ones who got a membership. Me, I gifted. It was me. All along, it was me. But welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful night or day or whatever the heck it is for you. But yeah, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. The thing is that memberships are cheap for my in my area, so I just like do it because it doesn't cost me anything. It's like a little way of giving back to my own community. But yeah, I did that. Last time I did it, I actually gifted 50 full memberships, and I think this time YouTube did not find other potential gift receivers, and so it didn't go through. It is strange though. I've never seen it happen. Maybe it's because I haven't seen, like, you know, maybe it's because it's what is it? Because I'm a small streamer on YouTube, so it's not like it have 50 memberships to potentially like give out. So maybe next time I do it, I'll do less than 50. Not that it changes much. Not that it changes much. I think it also happens that it cannot grab I think you cannot get, I think a person, no, that's not true, because I've had a friend that I had a friend that like constantly receives gifted memberships on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure he's gotten like consecutive months for memberships. Maybe he's just lucky, and maybe the gifting system doesn't prioritize people that or tries to not prioritize people that have had a membership. So maybe it's that. I'm not sure. You need Silanen and Sidlali and Mavuiga with stacks. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm not entirely sure. I know I've had a friend that had like got 3 months of free memberships, but that's because he's lucky. I don't know if that just if that can happen. I've never tested these things in like small people streams, small chats, just in general. I'm sure all of those characters are gonna have reruns though. Also, we're gonna have a Genshin stream on Friday, by the way. I know you kept asking Phoenix about like when's the next Genshin stream, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to do one of those. It's been a while, and so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that on Friday. We got a lot of catching up to do. It'll be a quick catch up with like exploration and that kind of stuff before the new area hits. Because I believe next week is the new patch, isn't it? Next week, and I'm gonna pull for Varesa. I'm gonna be pulling for Varesa. So next Wednesday probably is gonna be another Genshin stream, and then we can do something else because there's not gonna be any like main story related stuff there, right? There's not gonna be like one major event, probably a Varesa quest maybe or something like that. But I don't want to do a quest. I kind of want to do just explore. Varesa. This is the new character. If you've seen the trailers or the live stream, you'll see. But if not, you can just look her up, and like a lot of info is already out of her. She's super fun. She looks real fun, so I want to pull for her. I want to pull for her real bad because she seems fun to play, and also I like her design. Sue me, all right? A lot of people are going, that doesn't feel like a Genshin design. That just feels frigging. It just feels like a ZZZ character design and yada yada yada. I'm like, I don't know, man. I just still like it. I don't care. No, not Vanessa. Varesa with an R. She's like she's a competitive eater, luchador from the new tribe. Also, hi Joker, welcome on in. Hello. Also, yeah, she is Electro. She's Electro and she ground pounds. She's Electro and she ground pounds. She does she's a plunge attacker, so kind of like Shen Yun. The difference is that Varesa just butt stumps with her plunges. Also, yeah, Joker, welcome on in. You're one of the lucky ones who got the membership this month. I want to do it again next month to see if the same thing happens though, because we got less than 50. I'm pretty sure we got less than 50 gifted this time around. Because last time I did it, there were so many. Like it was doing it for like a minute or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I counted specifically only 27. 27 gifted out of the 50 that I gifted, which is strange, but I don't know why. I feel like that's because there aren't any other potential viewers, so it is kind of strange. It is kind of strange. With her backside, yeah, there she has a like, I'm pretty sure her plunge is just her just falling butt first on the enemies. Should have been me. A lot of people probably said that, yes. And her ult is her jumping up and like doing a drop kick. Yeah. Because she goes full on luchador mode with her ult. She goes full on luchador mode with her ult, and like she completely does a 180 in her personality, and like her ult is her just completely destroying someone with a jump kick. It's really cool. It's really fun. And also it's like a special kind of ult, I think, because she can do it multiple times. Just overall, she looks really fun to play. She looks really fun to play, so I'm really excited to get her, because the reality is that after I pulled for Mavuika, I was not sure who I wanted to pull for other than Skirk. It's like gaming. Yeah, kind of like gaming. Yeah. It's kind of like gaming, or gaming. Sorry. Yeah. She's supposed to be a plunge attacker like gaming. I don't think she's gonna power creep gaming, because you know she's still electro and gaming is pyro, so it's not that they have different uses sometimes. But yeah, also hi Spion, hello, welcome on in. Oh, you didn't get a gifted this time. I think you were the one that had you were one of the ones that had a gifted last time. So that kind of changed, I guess. Gaming is really good. But you know how it is with Genshin. Power creep is basically non-existent. Both of them are gonna be good no matter what. Remember for Shen Yun? Shen Yun is really good. Like if you don't want to pull for Veresa, Shen Yun is rerunning, like is having a rerun literally alongside Veresa. So if you don't care about Veresa, you have Shen Yun, and you can pull for Shen Yun. Shen Yun is great. It's also a great character. Yeah. With a good enough build, gaming can be real. It can be a real menace. Yeah. Especially with Shen Yun, because Shen Yun is gonna boost the living shit out of him. Like I'm pretty sure gaming is good without her, but with her, just goes crazy. But yeah, there's YouTube shorts about her. Yeah, Veresa is quite fun. Veresa is very, very fun. I'm not sure. I don't know who I should pull for, Shen Yun and Shilonen or Sidlali and Shilonen. They're all good characters. So either you save up and you try to get all of them, or just pick one and pray. Pick one and pray. The thing about gaming, though, is that my understanding is that he's really good even at C0. He's not one of those 4 stars that needs to be C6 to be, usable. He's just a really good, solid character at C0. So yeah. He's on Shen Yun banner. I will roll there. I don't think they officially announced who are the 4-star characters in the banners, and I don't think they've been leaked. I could check real quick. Just so much better. Yeah, of course it's probably a lot better, but it's like you don't need C6 gaming for him to be good. Fun guys, oh, don't worry about it. I very much appreciate you dropping by and saying hi. I hope you have a great rest of your day. 5.5 banners. It just says that Yansun, the new 4-star, is gonna be on the first half, which is great. Because Yansun is a cool character, and usually they don't put cool characters together. So Yansun's going to be in the first half. 4 stars, they don't say. There's been no new info about the 4 stars in the banner. We'll find out soon enough, probably. I think I have to pay to win. I mean, if you want to. Yeah. I wish you good luck. Hi, Sewer Plant. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I saw that happen. I stayed quiet for a second because I saw the redeem and I'm like, wait, it's happening. I love the little time. I love the little delay. I love the little delay that it has from being redeemed to it actually landing. It's super good. But okay. Teacher Cillian is just insane. She is really good. She is quite good. But even then, I've never been like tempted to pull for a constellation character aside from you know. No, I've never really been tempted to pull for a constellation over a new character. My dramatic interest is fully appreciated. Yeah, it's usually when I see it happen, because sometimes I won't be paying attention to screen or to the screen or something like that, so I don't see it be redeemed. But if I see it be redeemed, then I'm like, and I have time to like, you know, quiet down for it, I will. But welcome on in. I hope you had a wonderful day. We're about to make some music. Oh God, I hit the mic. I'm sorry. That was not planned. I was just moving to connect my microphone. Not my microphone. Otherwise, you wouldn't be hearing me if it was a microphone. No. I was connecting my headphones. Good. If we're gonna be making music, I need my headphones, don't I? Sound is wild. Yeah, I hit the microphone with my thumb. It was me bumping on like. Okay, I have like noise suppression and that kind of stuff, and the noise gate and all that, but like, there's not much you can do against an actual bump of the microphone. Like, for example, if I do this, I don't know if you were able to hear that or if it was like a bit quieter, but that was a clap a little further from the microphone, right? So it was quieter. Very productive. I had more social energy than usual. It was great. Let's go. We love being productive. We love being productive here because it's a hard thing to do, and honestly, hell yeah. Like I hear, yeah. Some things are inescapable from the noise gate kind of stuff, you know. So it is what it is. Okay. Stop the music because we have something important to discuss. Have a couple of things to do. I got you lucky. Have to sleep. Oh, don't worry about it. I very much appreciate you dropping by, saying hi. I'll be seeing you when I see you then. Yeah. I hope you have a great night's sleep. Small victories are worth celebrating. 100%. Okay, so if you've been around here in the last couple of music streams, I have 2 songs that I've been working on that have not been released because I don't deem them to be quite finished yet. But they are pretty much 90% done, not counting mixing. Mixing is a whole new thing apparent separately. So mixing aside, there's 2 songs that I've been working on. One is a lo-fi track that uses a lot of Kali noises, Mori Calliope noises, and screams and all that kind of stuff. And then the other is a rearrangement of a previous track that I made, which was a jazzy type of song, into a more tropical vibe to fit with Nekomiki's switch from, the normal bar to a cabana in the beach for summer. And so that is the song that I finished last week. Well, I say finished, but this song is not finished. Realistically speaking, it is not finished. It needs a lot more juice. Not a lot more. Like, it's pretty much done already. Wait, what's this? Why does it not have a name? Okay, regardless, this is where the song is sitting, by the way. Oh god, that's loud. Oh no, it's not loud. It's like, it's okay, right? The volume is fine, right? But yeah, we vibing with this. We vibing with this. I really love the way this song came out, by the way. But there's a lot of things that are small things that are missing. Like, for example, I want a beach ambiance. The original track had a bar ambiance, and this one has nothing. So if we can find a beach just ambiance in the back, just beach atmosphere, like the sound of waves and seagulls or whatever, that'd be great. What the heck are these patterns? I also want some other instruments to like fill up this thing. Like a guitar or something here to mirror the other guitar at the end of the previous version of this track. But yeah, so let's see if we have something, or if I'm going to have to go scour for that, because I know I have I'm pretty sure I have music. Yeah, ever do game jams? One time with a couple of friends, we kind of attempted to get together a team for a game jam, but we prepared a little bit. And then we never joined because I guess people got busy. And so we never joined the game jam. But it would be interesting to join one sometime. Yeah, for sure. In fact, I did a couple of tracks for that. Like this song that you hear in the beginning. That one. This one that you hear right now. That was originally for a game jam. That was I have a thing. I have 3 songs that I dubbed the Synthwave Trilogy because my friends wanted to do a song, a game, and I thought that a game of one particular kind of like one particular vibe, and I was like, that just feels like synthwavy. So I made that. I made those songs in like a week or something like that. Yeah, I feel like I whipped out the first one in like literally a day. So it's like I have enough juice in me to get like music for a game jam thing. Trying to practice Stewart game jams. Hell yeah. I've always been interested in game devs, so game jams are definitely a great way to do that. Oh, this is the original line. Right, I had it here just for testing purposes, and I don't know what this is. Is it because I was recording stuff? I take it that's when I messed up. Okay, these need to be deleted. These patterns are temporary patterns that I should have deleted a long time ago. Okay. Where was I trying to? Okay, I was trying to find, I think I had a cymatics sample pack, which is live ambient recordings. Yes. It comes in 2 parts. So let's see what we got. Rain, rivers, and streams. Well, they're not exact. This is not exactly beach. Because, you know, beach ambiance has a lot more than just. But it can kind of pass for a beach ambience. It's got the birds. Kind of quiet, but it's fine. They don't have to be, you know. That's just a stream of water. It's gonna make people want to pee. Stream and birds. Yeah, these are just water sounds. Various. Beach shower. Close enough, but not quite what I needed. Car AC. Driving on metal bridge. Very specific. Very, very specific. Generator. Shower? No. Sizzling grate. Oh my god, this is great. Sizzling steak on a grill. Veggies. Water treatment facility. Okay. Wind chimes. Waterfall. So far, the closest thing we got is like some of the river sounds. But they don't necessarily scream beach to me. Beach is the sound of waves. These are rain. Thunder. Thunder in the back. Okay, we have a part 2. City, farm, fire, nature, various, ocean. ocean with distant music. What do you mean? Oh yeah, you can actually kind of hear. Walking in the no. So hi Haku, welcome on in. We're looking at we're listening to samples that I have saved up here. Brain translator on. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Bienvenido. We're trying to find beach ambiance. Okay, these are heavy waves. These are waves that they are correct, but maybe a bit too heavy for the vibe that I want. So maybe not the heavy ones. Okay, that one. This one's nice. They're not heavy. A lot of dead metal demos in there. I mean, it's my liking. Really now? That is usually what happens to me as well. I have a lot of unfinished tracks. We could go through one of those one day, actually. I think I still have access to a lot of those projects. Maybe one of these. Kids playing. Waves and seagulls. Maybe this is it. Okay. That is quite the annoying seagull sound, actually. I know it's loud, but I'm testing things at the moment. Those are a lot of kids. That's a lot of running. Put these in either 10 or 11. I don't think anything is in 10 or 11. Oh, it's how so empty when you don't when it doesn't have the other. Okay, but this one has the seagulls. How bad is it with the seagulls? Seagulls are not surprisingly not bad, actually. Why is this, oh, there we go. The loop might be a bit off because of the way it works, but honestly, that's not bad. Even the kids playing is not particularly, like, audible. If anything, it adds to the ambiance, maybe. Or, all things considered, we can somehow chop it up anyways. Because, like, we can keep it after the kids are done playing, if you will. Like, start it here. can do that. How does that sound? Like, yeah, that's perfect. Honestly, that's perfect. What are these? After that bit, I did not hear any kids. Yeah, honestly, nothing. And then we can put this again. We can like cut it up over here and join it back in. Extend this a little bit more. Because I do want the seagulls to come in near the end as well. It's a bit of a gap there, but we could probably extend this and it'll work. Maybe a bit longer even. Yeah. See, here's the thing though. I set this up with the loop. But the loop isn't necessarily going to be there. I think the way this ends is that it just fades out. Not necessarily fades out, but like, oh shit, the seagulls end over there. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure it out later. But I think I wanted to end here. Honestly, and then okay, but at the very late, but at the end of the day, I want to have like at least one bar or something of pure ambiance, you know, with like a fade in and everything. Do I want to have it 2 whole bars? 16 seconds before the actual song begins? I don't know about that. Actually, hold on. I know what it is. Oh boy, whoops. I have to make the ukulele recording unique. True. Hold on. Let me see. So, we move all this. We're doing pure structuring at the moment, actually. And then we can have this made unique. That way when we move that, there we go. It has to be. It has to be like a whole bar, like, build up or something. Like they are. Honestly, this could work. And we maybe even bring in this over here. The little beginning drum thing. Where? Also, hi, Aya Cat. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. We're trying to figure out a tropical song. How are you? How's your day been? Hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Drums is at 4. Song is at 4, so basically we need to grab this little bit right here. I have a song stuck in me head. Which is the song? Do share with the class. Do share with the class. There we go. Actually, no, hold on. Jupiter from the album Planetarium. I can't say I've heard of it either. Hold on. Spoiler of Twitch chat just there. Don't worry about it. You saw nothing. I know an anime called Planetarium. Oh, Sufjan Stevens. Sufjan? I don't know how you say that name. I've heard of that name. I have heard of that name. But I don't know how to... Surfin Stevens? It's like surf? No, it's Suff John. How do you pronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce that. But he has a song called Jupiter from an album called Planetarium. So Sufjan. He worked on that album. Interesting. I can't say I know much about him though. Can't say that. Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. Oh, there we go. This version doesn't have the issue. Problem with this version here, this thing here, is that it's too short. That's the thing. Oh, I ran out of I ran out of guitar things. Whoops. That was still supposed to be there. The one that's not supposed to be there is that one. And then the loop starts here, actually. Yeah, actually, I think that's gonna be the play. We time marker plays that motherfucker right here after the fade in, and then we leave this bar here, and we cut it off right there. Still not great. Still not great of a loop, but I don't think there's much you can do to salvage it, honestly. Unless we do it the complete opposite way and delete the loop, not have it be a very boring loop kind of thing, and then instead of and then it just fades. For a few seconds and then fades back in. That is a cheap way to do a loop. But honestly, for the sake of this song, it might be the only way the only thing we have. And it's funny that I say it's the cheap way to make a loop because that's exactly what I did in the BGM that I played earlier. This song has like a slow fade in, and then a slow fade in at the beginning, and then a slow fade out at the end. And when you loop it, it kind of just works because it goes to silence and then back into the full sound again. It's an easy way to make a loop because you're just basically restarting the song. It doesn't feel jarring because you're going to silence. Though I feel like for the chill vibe that this song has, it's not a problem. It's not actually a problem. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there. Is the volume good enough on it, or should we make it a bit quieter? Another thing we should do, grab this one, make it unique, and make this note way longer. How long should it be? Longer than that, because I do not want to hear the instrument get cut off. I want to hear it kind of fade naturally. Yeah. That works. That works. It's a very long note, but it works. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. The whole reason why I said that this stream was going to be working on 2 songs is because I think that whatever I have left to do on this particular song isn't enough to fill a whole stream, which should in theory give me time to work on the 2 songs that I have left, but I'm not sure quite yet. We'll see. Let's do a listen through, see how the just the ambiance adds so much to this song already. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I love this. I love this. You close your eyes and you're in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, just chilling. I love that. We definitely need to add more stuff, though. Absolutely need to add more stuff. More stuff that gives it flavor, a more tropical flavor. You know, we're missing a lot of instruments. We're at 120, so we can't really speed this up. Okay, I have here. This one has fills. Oh god. Right, this one was more for like modern reggaeton type thing. What the hell is that? No. Oh, I have fills here. Why did I not go with these fills and instead made my own? Maybe it's because they're too quiet. This one's too drenched in reverb. It sounds awful. That's not fitting for this song. Also not fitting. Not fitting. The fuck? That has more than timbales there. That one's generic enough that it fits anywhere, honestly. Let's see. I forgot. I wanted to move it. No. Unless it can fit like there. No. No, that does not fit. I think if I want to make another timbal fill, I just need to do it myself. Yeah, just play with these drums once again. Lord knows this has a lot of instruments. Do I want to add more cowbell? It's not particularly loud though. If I understand, well, if I know percussion instruments, these two are bongos. These are congas. Those are three specific ways to hit the conga drum. This one in particular, that one you hit it with like you cup it. I don't know how to describe it, but you cup it. These are normal hits on one of them. This is on one drum and this is on the other. And then this is cupped. We even have whistles. That's funny. These are, I don't know what these are. Pretty sure they're like birimbao. I don't think they are. No, I don't think that's birimbao. I think that sounds differently. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Thing is, that's sleigh bells. This cuts through everything. It's crazy. It's such a high frequency that you can hear it even if it's like super quiet. But I don't know how much I'm supposed to spam it. It's interesting the way these two are programmed actually. Because when you hit it like this, it's open, and then if you do this, it cuts it off. But if you do this, one doesn't cut off the other. I don't know how they did that, but that's really good. Because this is the same instrument that you hit twice. You hit this, I'm pretty sure this is just a triangle. Like, you know, the metal triangle? Pretty sure that's all it is. This is you hit it and you just let it ring. And then this is you hit it and you immediately mute it. So I'm pretty sure that's what you do in samba. Oh, we've reached the top. Oh god. Does it fit in between here? I'm trying not to overdo it on the percussion and the flavor though, because it's supposed to be like special, you know? And usually this is used to mark the rhythm. Like ba 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 something like that. That kind of works actually, just one every other bar. Kind of overlaps with the of the shaker though. Oh, wait. It could be something like that. It could be a trade-off between the two. No, where is it? Wait. Wait. Oh, I thought I heard noises outside. Oh, I did kind of hear noises. My neighbor is blasting loud music, I think. Okay, nothing is getting picked up anyway, so it's fine. I think in that order? We could also have the whistle. Oh, I also love that. Those are agogo bells, actually. Okay, wait. Let's go piece by piece. Go piece by piece, because not every part needs like that kind of stuff. No, it's this. Yeah, okay. Here's the catch. We're making this bit. No, wait. Okay, here. There we go. Where the notes are? Where are them notes? Oh, they're the ones down there. Right. Okay. I think this one needs, because it cuts through, it needs to be sparse. Wait, what was it? Oh. Okay, the last one can be cut. Hold on. Yeah, I like that. We also have a... Problem is that we don't have like a short down. And these two don't quite do well. Believe it or not, they use the whistle a lot in like samba. Like look at any fucking carnival thing, and you'll see that the conductor uses the whistle a lot. It kind of serves two purposes: one, to be musical, and two, to actually conduct the band. but if you don't know what you're listening to, it just sounds like one extra instrument, which is it, because it is. It is one extra instrument, but it can also be used in a very musical way. But you need more samples than just the two here, because two here are just short and slightly longer. You could do much more with a whistle. Wait, that works real nice for like the second bit. Actually, hold on. Let's go to the second bit and let's start recording this. Yeah, that was really nice. Okay, hold on. Wait, no, not like that. The other way around. Up, down. Yeah. Where the fuck are they? They need to be a bit quieter, though. No, these should be... Oh, am I locking? Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah. We can still use the... Let's say. Yeah, I like that. It's gonna be louder too. Oh, I'm loving this. I almost... I feel like I need to fill it with like some kind of fill here. Also, hi, Squay. Welcome on in. For so much since last time I heard it. Oh, I'm glad you like it. We've been adding a lot of flavor stuff. We've been trying to add a lot of flavor stuff, like the ambiance and the extra percussion instruments. That's what we've been trying to do so far. And I think it's been working. Also, you've reminded me that I needed to save. Actually, we need to make this unique because I think at the beginning I wanted to only have... I really... Wait, hold on. Need to put it there and then... Yeah. I need the go-go bells to be a bit quieter, actually. Whoops. Even quieter, actually. Okay. Nice. What's the project for? Hello, welcome on in, Farkas. Hello, hello. Hope you have a wonderful day. This is a little ditty that I made inspired by Nekomiki, a VTuber who usually Mickey's theme is that she runs a bar, like a night bar, not night bar, a bar, just a lounge, that kind of stuff. So originally I made a jazzy song inspired by that, which is here. We can check it out. This is the original. You just give me 1 second until it opens. It's supposed to be a bit of smooth jazz lounge kind of vibe. With a bar aesthetic, of course. Whoops. And recently, Miki got a new outfit for summer. Because in some parts of the world it's summer, and she wanted the summer vibe. And I was like, this doesn't fit a summer vibe anymore. I love this. but it's not a summer vibe anymore. So I wanted to rearrange this and make like a similar version, a similar song, but in a tropical vibe. Right, just for comparison, we'll listen to it a little bit more, because there's also this bit over here that I want to replicate on the other song. It's like an extra little melody part that comes in for the end, you know? And really helps tie everything up, I think. And then it loops. I still hear summer from this, but just sunset at a bar by the beach. Yeah, that is true. That I think that could fit, but like her new stream overlay and everything, like there is a night version of the cabana that she had made, but generally, oh come on, Nekomeki debut. Generally, it looks like this. It looks like this. so I don't know if it fits this particular vibe, you know? Like this look. This is clearly like evening, not evening, but like, you know, morning, evening at the beach, that kind of stuff. Sunny. It's supposed to be like beach vibes. And this could have some sunset beach vibes. But I think what we have so far, what we have right now, fits that vibe way more. And still carries that same, like, you know, melody idea, just on different instruments. And in a different key, you know? True. Yeah. That is the idea. That is the vibe at the end of the day. Be a bit louder, actually. Am I playing the right note at the beginning, or is it being really that muffled by the crash? It really is being muffled by the crash, actually. Not much I can do about it. Vibe has been reached. I think so too. I do think it needs more, though. Like before today, most of what we had was basically the same, except it didn't have like the ambience in the back. It did not have the waves and like the beach the vibes. It just didn't have the vibes. But if you add that, it immediately makes it way better. I don't know. It's just a magic trick to make it more fit within the scenery, because I guess you're literally putting the scenery into the song. If you're putting like, you know, ambient recordings, you're just basically saying, hey, this is specifically the vibe where it needs to fit. So it feels like a cheat code when you're trying to do a song that matches a specific vibe. It's like on a video game, if you're trying to make a level for one specific, if you're trying to make a song for one specific level, it's good to have like the sound effects of the level in mind while you're making the song, even though the song doesn't necessarily need to have the sound effects itself because the game will handle the sound effects. It's good to have them in mind. Melody on a uke. Well, this is the main thing, the driving this. This is a ukulele, and I cannot change it because it's a recording. And I believe I don't have a better recording, a better sample. I found that this is a Tahitian ukulele. It's like a DIY ukulele. It's crazy. I believe the strings are made out of fish line. Like I have other, I believe I have other like recordings. But they're in like different keys and at different tempos. So I don't think I can like, oh, whoops. That's the one I have right now. I don't think there's another one at A major. And they're all like in a similar shape, you know? Unless I can like sample one of these samples and try to find one specific... no, I don't think that makes sense. If anything, I think I'd try to like grab another, because it doesn't make sense to layer two of the same ukulele. If anything, I can find another ukulele sample. That could be interesting. Does that exist? Decent sampler. Piano book. Piano book has a lot of sampled instruments. Maybe somebody sampled a ukulele. Ukulele. Is that how you write it? I never forget. Is it yuku with a U? Yes. It's ukulele. Ukulele. Toy ukulele. A library of small toy ukulele sounds. Plucked strings from my ukulele. Ooh, wait, well, I can't use that one because it's from... This is decent sampler. What do you got? I love this. Okay, you couldn't hear it, but you're about to hear it. I'm downloading a sample, a sampler, a decent sampler instrument at the moment. I'm about to install it though. Give me 1 second. Leilani ukulele. This might be the perfect thing we need. If I recall correctly, what I needed to do though. Hear the steel drums to give it a... Oh yeah, steel drums. Oh, I did the steel drums already. Duh. We're gonna create a bubble. Well, I mean, the organ is already doing this. I have a hesitance. I have a hesitance to change many things in like the way the melody does, but I think like the thing that's missing. Okay, beep beep there. Sorry about that. I think the thing that's missing is literally just that. Just a little bit of an extra melody to like fill things up here near the end as well. Kind of like how the original does it. But to do that, I need to hide this because I don't want you to see. No, now that's the audio. Where's that? Okay. We need to grab decent sampler. Where the fuck is it? Decent sampler. Because I don't want you to see things. No, not new folder. I need to find the samples folder. Go to downloads. There we go. Grab this. Boop. You need to be on your own folder. Also, hi Nana, welcome on in. Hello, hello. What the fuck? No. Extract here. There we go. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. The screen is black because it's because I'm installing an instrument at the moment. Okay. Now that that's done, rescan samples folder, Leolani ukulele. Oh, well, there you go. Do you have a different vibe? No, that's literally all you got. Okay, well, shit. That could work still. Could potentially make this work. The heck? Why am I so low on the... What? Can make it louder. That's about it. I thought it would have some extra controls. How does it sound over here? What key were we on again? I forget what key we were on. I know it was A major, I'm pretty sure, but what were the notes in A major? No, hold on. No. No. Dang it. Okay, I got it. We could also add effects to this, honestly. That could maybe help things out. Maybe make it give it a nice delay, maybe. I don't know. I don't like it. It just doesn't sound like a good sample. It kind of sounds muffled. It kind of sounds like it wasn't well recorded. Which is crazy because like the sample okay. What else do we have? Ukulele of Doom? What the fuck? Guffland ukulele. Ukulele Swarm? No. Lunar ukulele. That could be interesting. It's got some character. That one sounds way better. I'm going to download this one instead. How about you? No example, so whoops. I ain't going to download that one. Okay, we can keep finding stuff later. Keep trying to find stuff later. What's with the face now? I'm confused about that. I feel like this is like the second or third time that you've showed up on stream and done that same emote, and I'm like, I don't know how to react. I hope you're doing well, though. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're still here, that is. I don't know. Maybe you're lurking. What was I doing? Um, right, decent sampler. I downloaded an instrument. Okay. Let me find this again. Show samples folder. I need to. I don't think this is anything that you shouldn't be able to see, but still, just in case. Again, black. Yeah, don't worry about it. Stuff is happening in the background. Stuff is happening to make the magic happen. There we go. Guffland ukulele locked and loaded. Okay, I was just getting this ready. Because like I've had moments. Okay, that's too high. This is a way better ukulele. I've had moments on stream where I accidentally showed things I shouldn't have showed. Shouldn't have shown. And so to prevent that from happening as much as possible, I wanted to I've been doing that to like black out the screen in case I show stuff that I shouldn't be showing. It's also why the screen cuts up over here. Because like there is more FL Studio over here, but I cut it off because there's like info on those other parts of FL that could be dangerous. So I just cut it off to be safe. Do we have different? No, we don't, but we can. This one has built-in reverb too. Wait a minute. Oh my god, that's the SSN theme. Wait. That's the SSA. Okay, I don't know if any of y'all have played Pokemon. Specifically, either Red, Black, either the first gen games, either the originals or Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Zero or the Gen 3 games. But that's a song from Pokemon. A steel guitar. Ooh, that could be good too. We'll try the ukulele, and if that doesn't work, I'll see if I can find a steel guitar. I might actually already have a steel guitar a steel guitar instrument somewhere. It's still crazy that I found this. Surprising. Where were we? Right. Oh, this absolutely needs to be louder. Oh, that's very loud. In the original... It doesn't necessarily have to match exactly what the original does. I don't know what I was playing there. Okay, wait, hold on. That kind of fits. I kind of like it. But I don't know what I have to play, though. Okay, we can try and find a steel guitar, though. I think there might be one. I know I have... where is it? I know I have... Where the heck did it go? Oh, yeah, Contact. In Contact, I know I have Shreddage, but I don't think Shreddage will have a steel guitar for me, will it? I don't think it makes sense for this to have a steel guitar in it. Like, just for free? No. With a bunch of 6 chords? That's so... See, the problem the problem here, Farkas, is that I'm not great with music theory. Everything I do is because I get the vibe for it. I'm not the best at music theory. So if you start talking to me about like actual proper chord progressions and that kind of stuff, I don't know if I'm able to follow. This doesn't have a... It has this one, which is Surf's Up. I mean... I don't know if this is a steel guitar, but it is an electric guitar. No. Twang. We can... Cabinet reverb. SNES? Wait, SNES? Like the SNES? Slowly learning theory on my free time. That is great because I do not have the patience to learn anything anymore. Like, I've learned quite a lot. It's like, I mean, come on. I wouldn't be able to be doing what I'm doing if I didn't know something. Like, it comes to a point where music theory knowledge will help you a ton. And I've gotten to a point where music theory knowledge does help me a ton. So that's where I'm at. Could I know more? Oh, for sure. I could know so much more about music theory. But am I okay with knowing what I know? Yes. My ear is still able to carry me somewhat to know what works and what doesn't. Wait, where the heck did my... Okay, there we go. Oh, because it's different. Yeah. Right. I think between those two, I like the ukulele more. How do I find the thing I played originally because I really liked it? Okay, hold on. I have a contingency plan for this. Tools, dump score lock to selected pattern in the last 10 minutes or so, because we need to find exactly the thing that I did, and it's got to be one of the last things I did, but like... That's not it. That ain't it. There's gonna be a wild goose chase to find the thing that I played, that I actually played. That's me playing SSN, so it's absolutely after this. Hmm. No, that ain't it. Is it this? I think this is it, actually. I'm pretty sure this is it, actually. Pretty sure that's it, but... And then I started playing on the bottom down there, which is probably... Okay, hold on. He was playing the weirdest things in these loudspeakers. If it's not this, is it this? Is it this? No, it was still me messing around with the SSN thing. I'm pretty sure it's just this, actually. I'm pretty sure it's just this. And it ends here. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to delete everything. I'm going to go to the very, very beginning. and we'll start seeing just the quite the timing. We'll see exactly what the timing for this is, because I know where it has to come in. I think I know at least. Wait, that's not right. Something's wrong here. Something's absolutely wrong. This is going way longer than it needs to go. Hold on. Do I have to just play it again? Could I go clip it and find what I played exactly? I feel like this has gone too crazy, and I feel like I just need to play something else entirely again. Actually, I think this is extra. Whoa, I'm sorry. I think this is extra. I think straight up that is extra. And the only thing that I really cared about is this. This is difficult to understand at the moment, but it'll make sense in a bit. I think it's supposed to be there. No, wait, hold on. Let's see. See again. Like there. See, I'm telling you. Haha. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit, I think that's a bit extra. That is still so an extra bit that I did not need to play. Not need to add, but everything else is actually perfectly on beat because I remembered what I played. Ha ha ha. What is this called again? Guffland ukulele. Put that on 11. Rename it to uke. Rename this pattern to uke as well. I need to adjust some things because I played some wrong notes for sure. Also, I need to adjust the timing as well. I want it to be loose. I don't want it to be perfectly quantized. This is extra. This needs to be louder. Can I? I love that. I don't know. I love that. Need that pan drum and some Roland synths. You got yourself a perfect VGM music beach. I am grateful for those recommendations, but I'm pretty happy with this song already. I mean, I do have a steel drum, which is a very close thing to a pan drum. And I do have a rock organ that I extracted. I have a rock organ that comes from Guy Engine, which is a... I have no idea where the sample comes from. But this plugin in particular is supposed to be inspired by PS1, music in general. So I don't know if this is a Roland synth, if it originally comes from a Roland synth, but it is an organ synth kind of thing. And so that's what's going on in the background. So I'm like somewhat in the vibe that you mentioned already, which is a good thing because you know what you're talking about. And I clearly didn't. I went by vibes and these fit the vibe. But welcome on in, Fummy Fuzz. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. We're trying to wrap this up, honestly, because this song is pretty much finished at this point, and I've been adding extra things, and I think this is about the most extra that I needed to add. Could I make like a gum bum ba-dum? What? Kinda, actually. Bum, bum, bum. Wait. Thank you so much for the follow, Fummy Fuzz. Hello, hello. Saying stuff, I guess, playing with the Roland XV58. I feel like I fit the vibes perfectly here. Really now. I believe you. I know Roland synths. I know Roland synths, and I know that they're kind of like a bit retro soundy, aren't they? Do they make new Roland synths? But like I keep hearing like the Roland synth and old retro kinds of stuff, like 90s types of music and that kind of stuff. But I guess they still make them. Yeah, no, they still make them. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know much about synthesizers. All I hear is like, you know, stuff that I see people talk about. Like if Andrew Huang makes a video on a synth, I know of the synth, but that's about it. I don't go out of my way to look for that kind of stuff. I gotta close the window. Give me a sec. On my Phantom X6. Wait, you said a name. Hold on, let's see. Roland XV5080. That sounds like the name of a graphics card. That's crazy. That sounds like the name of a graphics card. Oh, oh yeah, this is an old. Yeah, this is an old stuff. This is an old thing. Yeah. Look at that. Is it old? Yeah. I think it is. It looks old. It isn't exactly like the synthesizer I was picturing, but it is cool. And there's a plugin version of it? That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, this is discontinued if you go to the Roland website. Phantom X6. What is that? Ah, this is more of a synthesizer that I'm familiar with. Yeah, an actual keyboard thing. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. I think I had a friend when I was a kid that had one of these things. And I remember like him pulling it out, and like one time I went to his house and we were just playing around with the sounds it had. It probably wasn't the Roland. It's probably some knockoff brand or something like that, because, you know, Latin America and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I love this. I love this shit. Yeah. I never had one of those myself. Hello, Quartz. Hello, hello. We're trying to finish the tropical song that we were doing last week, because I deemed it was missing more flavor, and we're trying to add that flavor. Wait. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, I know what's up. This is a bit late. Yeah, that's what's happening. This needs to be a bit louder, louder. Longer, longer. These need to be a bit further. Yeah, and also louder. Yeah. I don't know if I like the way this ends. Unless I do this. I like that. Or do I like this? I like that better. I also want these to be a bit louder. But not bum bum, but like bum bum. These need to be a bit quieter. I don't know how much of a difference those slight volume adjustments are making, but honestly, I like it anyways. Yay! Okay, so how does it sound fully? There's something about here. No, it's actually just a matter of how I was hearing it. It actually sounds fine. Let's see what happens if I put a soft delay on it. Just whip out delay 3. Make it the ping pong one. Not much of a difference, honestly. Honestly, not much of a difference. Yeah. Do I love this song as is? Let's listen to the whole thing. Now I'm going to close my eyes for a moment, so For the next 3 minutes or so, or close to 3 minutes, I'm gonna vibe and I'm gonna be quiet. So vibe with me, I guess. I'm realizing one thing that we could do here immediately. Make this part of the drums unique. And remove all of this. Because, if you recall correctly, we still have these drums, which I wanted to include in some capacity. Wait, do I add it here? Okay, let's see. Let me just randomly. Yeah, I definitely still want to have the. So what was it again? I'm trying to think back to how it was to play this to see if I can like replicate it. I think I can. I think it's possible. Yeah, that seems possible. Okay. Fuck, I messed it up at the end. It's just that, and then we loop it. It needs to be somewhat louder, though, I think. Maybe this needs to be its own instrument, to be fair. Okay, that works. No, that works. But I need to put it exactly where it needs to go, which is like there, I think. And then I need one last bit at the end. So make this one unique, I guess. Okay, let's improvise. Why the hell not? Let me chug a cup of coffee. Yeah. It's funny because I'm trying to make this sound realistic. So because I know how to play congas, I can actually fathom whether or not what I'm synthesizing here is possible. Because I know what this is, and then what this is, and then what this is. So I know what the hand movements are to make them. Wait, no. Maybe I needed one more, actually, but let's see how that sounds. Yeah. Some of these I think this is possible. If you're better at playing congas than I am. This is somewhat too fast, though, I think. Maybe if I just adjust the timing slightly. That is absolutely the game. A little further. I think that's great. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. See the proper timing. And these right there. These a bit closer. This ending I'm not a fan of. Hold on. What is it? Hold on. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Hold on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, what was it? Like that? Yeah. Make them all loud. Wait, what's this? Yeah, there we go. It was interrupted. There was a clave thing up here that was a bit off from the conga, so I just removed it for the last bar. Yeah, that works way better. Yeah, that works way better. That works well. That works well. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I am starting to realize, however, that I don't want to stream for that much longer, honestly. I know I said I wanted to finish 2 songs, but I don't know if I'll be able to finish the other one now that I think about it. Okay, let's listen to the proper version here. To the proper final version. Oh, I just realized that I could have more timbal fills. Feels wrong that there's only one near the beginning. There should be another one, I think. Overall, I love this anyways. I'm more comfortable calling this finished now than I was last week. It could be quieter. It could be quieter. It comes in too strong. Yeah. Yay! I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I think this is properly finished. We maybe maybe add something else, because the timbal fill that I'm just now realizing is only in the beginning is a bit too little. So maybe we can add another timbal fill somewhere. But I'm not quite sure yet. So for now, I think I can deem this song finished. And then I still need to do the proper mixing and that kind of stuff. That is still there. That is still something I need to do. But now I feel bad that I feel bad if I don't actually at least touch upon the other thing that's in the thumbnail. It'd be very clickbaity if I don't. Because if you're on YouTube and you clicked on the stream, you must have seen Mori Calliope on the thumbnail. Which, by the way, I forgot to credit the artist on the Mori Calliope art, actually, because it's Dolbang, and I forgot that. I know he allows the use of his art for that kind of stuff. But I should put it anyways. I should give the credit anyways. I should add that after the stream is over. So the other song that I have almost finished, in the complete opposite side of the spectrum, if you will, it crosses over into the silly realm of things, and that is Mori Calliope, the VTuber from Hololive. If you don't know, she has a tendency to scream a lot sometimes. And one day I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I made a song that uses a lot of Mori Calliope screams, but I put it in the context of a lo-fi track, like the contrasting the seriousness of her screams against the chillness of the lo-fi beat. And so I got something. It's so far I think it's mostly finished. I used Callie screaming for a lot of things. The pat you hear in the back, that's Callie screaming. But it definitely needs more. I need more iconic Callie sounds. That piano that you hear is also doubled by another small Callie scream. Structure-wise, I don't think I want to add anything else to this track that isn't Mori Calliope related in some way or another. These short screams that I randomly found on Twitter were so great. The thing that's doing the melody up here is also a Callie scream, by the way. I feel like we could add more screams in between here. Hold on, let's see. Wait, what are the two different screams that we have here? Hold on. I don't know. It feels like it still needs more. So maybe we can find some other samples. That's the thing. The problem is that most of what I gotta do for this track is find samples, and that's not particularly fun to do. Generally on stream, I don't know if it's great content because I don't want to open Twitter at the moment. I mean, I want to open Twitter to find stuff, but the problem is I can't risk showing Twitter on screen because showing Twitter on screen might accidentally show me porn or something that might get me banned. So I'd have to blur the screen for a bit because I'm pretty sure that there's I'm in the Mori subreddit, not subreddit. I'm in the Mori Discord, like the official fan Discord, if you will. And they have like a channel. They have like a channel where they upload Mori clips, but they're mostly like actual clips, you know, and the clips don't usually have sampleable stuff. Mori Calliope stream highlights Minecraft. We can, okay, I can actually do one thing at the very least to make it audible, because I'm opening up some clips at the moment. So if I change the, there we go. If I do that.
This is a cool find, and I thought I peeked in here.
You can hear, right?
You found amethyst. Ooh!
Yeah. Okay. Good.
What the heck? You gotta mine this, but then.
Wait, there's things I could grab from all this. Hold on. There's also a...
Hello. Hi. Boat goes binted.
I kind of want to add the boat goes binted as well, honestly. Because it's so topical, you know? It's so topical. And it fits with the screams as well, because just Callie saying boat goes binted feels like it would cause psychic damage like that. Okay, hold on. Let me, in case anybody comes here, hold on. I'll give you visual stimuli. I'll give you visual stimuli. Or not visual stimuli. Rather, hold on. Hold on, Nana. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm gonna add text that says looking at clips right now. just put that there. You can rotate it a bit there, like whoop. and then what? Can I have... I can have this over on this side, actually, now. Can I have... Mori Calliope? I need, like, a good... I need... Okay, this one. No, what? This is perfect. This is actually perfect. I'm saving this. I'm saving this. I'm adding one thing, which is a media source. I'm gonna loop it. I'm gonna put this right there. just put that there. Rotate it like that way. There we go. You got it. There you go. That should be enough visual information as to what's happening that I can't show on stream. Because I have Discord open and also Twitter and stuff. But it is like a good representation of what I'm doing right now. I can't believe I found that GIF. That is like such a perfect GIF too. That is very, very accurate to what I'm doing, actually.
I can't believe we're finally gonna get to play in the new world with the shaders on. That's a big deal for me.
Let's say.
This is a cool find, and I thought I peeked in here.
This is a video that has 4 views, by the way. So someone in the Mori Discord made this, I guess. But let's see. Ooh, wait, hold on. There was another thing that I wanted to do, which is there's a part in the song where there's like silence, and because I didn't have any like um I didn't have any fucking I don't want to repeat many screams, and so I wanted to do something else. So I was thinking of maybe find like some sort of motivational speech that Callie did at some point, and I think I got something here because this is her speaking about her growth recently.
You know, it made me think about something though. I've definitely changed over the years in various ways.
Let's see.
You
See what
know,
she says here.
I've reined in my.
This is recently, by the way.
No, I haven't reined in my personality.
This is recently after her new 3D Live. So it's like retrospective Callie, if you will.
Reined in the way that I like explain how I feel about stuff, etc. You know, part of it just being because I feel like I grew up a lot being here in Hololive. But you know, sometimes and occasionally, and it is, you know, it happens quite a bit, you know, these days. Let me give you some advice for what artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear, none of them like when you say this. And you can tell them because you're entitled to your opinion. You should say
I think this is perfect. Hold on.
I've always believed that. You know what? I'm not gonna silence you.
Hold on a sec.
People say, why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. Or like, I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of, you don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away. And then go away. No artist wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys hearing that from
Okay,
me.
hold on.
They don't, their thought isn't,
My
"I'm
brain
so grateful
is
you're a real
braining."
one. You remember me from when I was being my cringy self who refused to improve. Come on now, don't say stuff like that to artists. No one wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys that. Nobody, and maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past that like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And
I was
think
just
it's
processing.
silly. I
I've
think
been
it's
just
silly.
processing this.
Silly.
This
I
could
sound like
work.
Gigi. I think that's silly. I don't see why it's so hard to say you like both. I think that's fine too. That's totally fine.
Huh.
There's nothing wrong with not liking the direction that someone's going in their stuff and just not being a fan of it. I don't think there's a problem with that. And like I said, I don't try to silence anyone.
What did she say exactly? Okay, hold on. What is she trying to say here? Let me see.
People say, why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. Or like, I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of, you don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away.
Okay.
And then go away. No,
Okay. I like what she's saying here. The question is, can I somehow fit that into the fucking song? Because here's the thing. There's this whole section of the song here. I'll let you listen to it. I gotta switch. Otherwise you won't be able to hear it. This bit. Outside of the main melody of the scream here, there's not much. So I feel like I could extend this, and it's a good. It's a good what? 145 till 230. It's a good 50 fucking seconds almost of nothing but Callie screaming and doing a melody and some piano stuff. So maybe we could find a way to sneak in this, but I don't know. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. We could try something. Okay, hold on. First off, I gotta download that clip. Gotta download that clip, the audio for that clip. Gotta download that clip, and then I gotta remove the audio for that clip. Remove the background music for that clip, which is possible to do. It's just a bit tricky. Just a bit tricky because I forget which is the site that you're supposed to use. There's a site that does it really well. There's a site that does it really, really well. Believe it was. Wait, is it this? This is one. But there's this one, MVSEP, which I have an account on. I forget. Did I what? Oh, did I sign out with? I signed on with Google, probably, right? There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna put the thing I just now downloaded on process files in queue. Currently processed with GPU 9. Okay, and then separate. There's 11 files in queue, so I have to wait. That is the problem. So there's... Oh, wait. It's being processed already? What? Really? Are we good? Because, like, I've tried a couple of other services, and this is probably the best one. It just has a queue. And I can't really, like, do anything about it. Is it doing it? Are you doing it? In the meantime, I could find something else, though. Okay, the Discord, actually, now. The Discord has one channel specified for Mori noises. Then again, they add a lot of stuff over here. For example, there's like some of the things that they have here are instrumental for official Kali songs. Like there's an official instrumental for Tide, but also this. Oh wait, you're not hearing that. Okay, hold on. I forgot I changed it. Where Firefox, yes. This. We got this. We got that. Did you do it? Oh wait, the vocal. Ooh, hold on.
You know, it made me think about something though. I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. You know, I've reined in I haven't reined in my personality. I've reined in the way that I like explain.
See, that's pretty perfect. And then the other part. Okay, it's still not perfect because like the background behind it, it's like super messed up. But the vocals,
feel about stuff, etc. You know, part of it just being because I feel like I grew up a lot being here.
Especially since I'm gonna drench it in reverb and that kind of stuff. This is a this is a 50 megabyte wave file. So whoops. Okay, hold on. Monologue. I have to put this. I have a oh, samples. Wait, hold on. We can put this in here. There we go. Monologue.wave. We refresh this. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to get rid of these two because they're silly. I'm going to bring back FL. Got to make sure that the window audio is actually... No, yeah. The window audio is FL, so if I do this... I forgot that the scream had more to it. I forgot that there was more to the screams in that particular sample. Okay. Have this thing. have this thing. I'm gonna put this in the back because it's long.
You know, it made me think about something though. I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. You know, I've reined in my I've definitely changed over the years in various ways.
Like I've definitely changed the way.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways.
Like for example, okay, let's say. Let me grab this bit.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways.
Right? Okay, we grab this bit. Does it make sense for it to go here? Somewhere here. Definitely changed over the years. Okay, again, I'm gonna edit this.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways.
It actually does fit. We can like maybe.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways.
And then what else do you have to say?
You know, I've reined in my no, I haven't I haven't reined in my personality. I've reined in the way that I like explain how I feel about stuff, etc. You know, part of it just being because I feel like I grew up a lot being here.
Let's say.
I grew
up a lot being here is another one. Like I want to condense the message that she's saying as much as I can.
I grew up a lot being here.
So let me see if I can, because this is basically how I did EG's song. EG's song that I made has one section where I basically just grabbed an entire explanation of EG's design rubric, character design rubric, and just plopped it onto the song without much editing. And I kind of want to do a similar thing here.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. I grew up a lot being here.
A bit more.
I grew up
like there.
I grew up a lot being here. I grew up a lot being here.
Yeah, okay, what else is there? Come on. We can keep going. Make it a bit closer. That way I don't have to zoom out that much. There.
In Hololive. But you know, sometimes and occasionally, and it is, you know, it happens quite a bit, you know, these days. Let me give you some advice for what artists, let me tell you, one of the number one but you know, sometimes and occasionally, and it is, you know, it happens. But you know, sometimes and occasionally, and it is, you know, it happens. But you know, sometimes.
Sometimes it happens.
It is, you know, it happens.
Or you know, it happens.
You know, it happens.
Can I do that?
But you know,
can I like cut specifically after her breath?
But you know, sometimes in a
can I do that? We do that.
But you know, sometimes.
Yeah, that works.
But you know, sometimes.
Okay. Let's see if I don't know if it'll make sense. Because it's very like train of thought what she's saying here.
I grew up a lot being here. But you know, sometimes I grew up a lot being here. But you know, sometimes I grew up a lot being here. But you know, sometimes
that okay, I barely even thought about that. It just fit.
You know, I've reined in my
where's the other bit?
Occasionally, and it is, you know, it happens. You know, it happens.
Oh, that's also perfect here. It lines up as well.
You know, it happens.
Okay. I don't have to drag that. I could just literally plop that there.
But you know, sometimes you know, it happens. But you know, sometimes, you know, it happens. But you know, sometimes, you know, it happens.
Yeah, okay, that works.
But you know, sometimes
you know, it happens. Yeah. I'm just like dragging and I thought I would be having to do more retiming on like the way she speaks parts here, but I guess not so far. Let's see. I can delete these, which are older. That way I know exactly when was the last I processed of this original monologue.
Quite a bit, you know, these days. Let me give you some advice for what artists. Let me tell you, one of the number one things artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear. None of them like when you say this. Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things. Let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice for what artists. Let me give you some advice for what artists.
Do I do the? Let me give you some advice.
Let me give you some advice.
Let's say. I'm not 100% convinced.
Let me give you some advice.
Not 100% convinced about this, but I kind of dig it. Kinda dig it. So where were we?
But you know, sometimes, you know, it happens.
Let me give you some advice.
But you know, sometimes, you know, it happens. Let me give you some.
No.
But you know, sometimes, you know, it happens. Let me give you.
Like there? Hold on.
Let me give you some advice.
A bit over there.
Let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice.
Hold on.
For what artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear, none of them. Let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear, none of them like when you say this. And you can tell them because you're entitled to your opinion.
I wanna add at least the nobody likes when you say
artists,
this.
Let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear.
One of the number one things?
Let me tell you, one of the number.
That's too.
Artists, let me tell you, one of the number. Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear. Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear. None of them. Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things.
Okay, hold on. Let me grab the entire thing.
Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear.
And cut it like there. Whoops. Cut it there. It's long, but I can't really like cut it off. And then she goes into
None of them like when you.
She goes into a little tangent where she's saying that she will. She lets everybody speak their mind, you know, and that kind of stuff. But oh fuck, I didn't mean to do that actually, because now I lost the thing I just cut.
Quite a bit.
This is the one. Okay, we shouldn't delete that. We shouldn't delete that.
Let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice. Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one. Let me give you some advice. Artists, let me tell you one. Let me give you some advice. Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some advice.
I don't know.
Artists, let me tell you, one of the number one.
Let's say, can I find specific?
One of the number one.
Wait, it's there. It's literally here.
One of the number one things.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, and then we time it here.
Let me give you some advice. Let me give you some advice. One of the number. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear.
And then we separate the part where she says artist, because there's a big breath in here. Well, not a big breath, but there is a breath that it.
Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some.
Yeah, and then we grab specifically this bit where she says hate to hear.
Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear.
Okay, we still have a lot of room, by the way. We barely filled like 20 seconds. From 140 to like 2 minutes. We barely filled like 20 seconds. So maybe we're cooking here with this little monologue she had.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. I grew up a lot being here. But you know, sometimes, you know, it happens. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear.
See how it still sounds natural? That's what we're looking for.
Quite a bit. For what artists, let me tell you, none of them like when you say this. And you can tell them because you're entitled to your opinion.
That's our little tangent.
You should say what you want to say. I've always believed that. You know what? I'm not going to silence you. People say, why can't you be your authentic self?
Wait, what's specifically the, because that's when she starts saying what people say. But what was she saying before that?
Hate to hear. Things artists hate to hear.
Why does it? Yeah. Okay, we absolutely can cut everything else. Let's just start from here. Whoops. Whoa. Hold on. Oh, I didn't know that. So how does it work? Oh, that cuts everything before it.
Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury?
Yeah, okay, so like, cut this bit.
Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury?
And then do this.
Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. Or like, I liked you better. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh.
Okay, I got something. I think I got something. I'm gonna grab this. Okay, I'll put that there.
Give you some advice. One of the #1 things artists hate to hear. Why give you some advice? One of the #1 things artists hate to hear. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Give you some advice.
Is that fit, or do I time it?
Artists hate to hear.
Why can't you be? Yeah, hold on.
Give you some advice. One of the #1 things artists hate to hear. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Give you some advice. One of the #1 things artists hate to hear. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Give you some advice. One of the #1 things artists hate to hear. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury?
Your authentic self, Maury, and then the beat drops. That's when the beat comes in.
Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury?
Why can't you? Yeah, and then the other one, which I don't remember what it was.
Why can't you?
Whoops.
Way that you were. Go back to the way that you were.
Go back to the way that you were.
Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury?
Go back.
Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were.
And then she says something like, and I'm like, okay.
Why can't you be? I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me. And I'm like, oh. I liked you better.
We can skip
when you
this
were
one.
yourself.
We can skip that one, and we can keep and then we can lead the.
And I'm like, oh.
When she says "oh," that's when the string comes in, because that's like her first point. Her first point is saying I've changed a lot, but people sometimes say I miss the old Maury, basically. And then after she's made like the first side of the argument, it transitions into like the revelations. Like I'm like, oh, and that's when the string comes in. Oh my god, I'm brilliant. I'm not, but this may be it. This may be the thing I needed. I wanted I straight up did want this. A monologue for Callie, a monologue of Callie saying that.
Go back to the way that you were.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, hold on, but maybe you need the other one.
And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh.
See? Okay, but hold on.
Go back to the way that you were. And I'm like, oh. Go back to the way that you were.
Wait, what's the other thing? Hold on, let's see.
Or like, I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. I liked you better when you.
Okay, let me cut that bit.
I liked you better when you were yourself.
And then this bit.
I liked you better when you were yourself.
I liked you better when you were yourself. Can that fit in between here? Nah.
I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. I like.
Whoops.
Go back to the way that you were. I like.
Does it fit if we just like...
Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better.
Does that make sense? Does that still match?
Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. Why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh.
Okay. And then she goes into saying, the me that I like now, you don't want that?
So, the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of, you don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away.
And then, okay, there's not much more, but like, hold on.
So, the me that I've taken active steps.
Okay, I'm gonna grab everything up until... Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally played the thing again. I'm gonna grab everything until she says, go away. I might need to do some more things, because I still need to fill a lot, and that's... At most, that fills one of the 2 bars that I still need to fill.
And I'm like, oh. So, and I'm like, oh. So.
That?
So.
And then she says, the me that I've taken. Yeah, that one. Hold on, you gotta do that one, because then it, yeah.
So the me.
A little bit more.
So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards.
Active steps to walk towards has to be a bit later.
So the me that I've taken
Where is that?
So the me that I've taken
active steps. Here.
So the me that I've taken active steps. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards. The me that I. So the me that I've
just
taken
that active steps to walk towards.
So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards.
A bit before, because I think I can do that for a bit.
So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards.
And then the me that I like now, that one can come a bit later.
So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards. The me that I.
Whoops.
So the me that I like more, that I have become towards. The me that I like more.
The me that I like more, and then another breathing space. Actually, didn't mean to do that, but that's better.
Towards the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that? Towards the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't. Towards the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't.
And then she says, you don't like that one?
Towards the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that? Towards the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that one? That one?
Like that one or that one?
That one? You don't like that one?
Kind of.
You don't like that? You don't like that?
There?
That I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away. That I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away.
These are almost perfectly on beat, but this is perfectly on beat, I think. I'm going to save this because this is a lot that I'm doing.
Okay, well, then go. Okay, well, then go away.
It sounds a bit mean if I just cut it up here, I feel like. But
Okay, well,
then go away. First off, we gotta cut this. We gotta make this a bit shorter.
okay, well, then go away. Okay, well, then go away.
We have this gap to fill. We still have only that gap to fill. What else is there?
So, wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys. And then go away. No artist wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys hearing that from you. They don't. Their thought isn't, "I'm so grateful you're a real one. You remember me from when I was being my cringy self who refused to improve." Come on now, don't say stuff like that. To artists, no one wants to hear that. Improve. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. To artists, no one wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys that. Nobody, and maybe people are thinking like, "Oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past that like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that." And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But
how does it end? Because we can add like that second part of the monologue where she says when she says what you should say. Yeah, that could be it. Because there's not much more room for everything else in that monologue.
go away.
Nobody wants to hear.
Go away. And then go away. No artist wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys hearing that from you. They don't. Their thought isn't, "I'm so grateful you're a real one. You remember me from when I was being my cringy self who refused to improve." Come on now, don't say stuff like that. To artists, no one wants to hear that.
Come on now, don't say stuff like that to artists. No one wants to hear that.
Come on now.
Yeah. From here on. Everything else, everything before, go away.
Come on now, don't say stuff like that. To artists, no one wants to hear that. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. To artists.
And this is, I think, actually a little bit of a chuckle that we can maybe get rid of. It'll still sound good.
To artists, no. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. Come on now. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. To artists, no one wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys that.
Okay, let's see.
Come on now, don't say stuff like that.
Or let's...
To artists, no one wants to hear that. Nobody enjoys that. Nobody... and
I'm gonna do nobody enjoys that. Okay, we can keep the nobody enjoys that.
Nobody enjoys that. No.
Yeah. And then...
Nobody enjoys that. No.
Yeah, here.
Come on now, don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that.
Yeah, okay, and then we grab these two. These, okay, I'll move the two together. Like over here. Okay. Okay, they're shorter than I thought they would be, actually.
Okay, well, then go away.
And then what was this one again?
Come on now, don't say stuff like that. Then go away.
Come on now. Yeah, okay.
Then go away. Come on now, don't say then go away. Come on now. Then go away. Then go away. Come on now.
No.
Then go away. Come on now, don't say stuff like that. Then go away. Come on now, don't say
Or maybe we get rid of the come on now. because it's a bit quiet, I think.
Then go away.
Don't say stuff like that.
Then go away. Don't.
Like there?
Then go away. Don't say stuff like that.
Nobody wants to hear that. Okay.
Then go away. Don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that.
Nobody enjoys that. Yeah.
Then go away. Don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that. Then go away. Don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that.
And then we have a bit more here. Maybe the end could be... Maybe the end could be just trailing off to finish the monologue instead of more screams, actually.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. I grew up a lot being here. But you know, sometimes, it happens. Let me give you some advice. One of the #1 things artists hate to hear: why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away. Don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody, and maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past that like their older works, and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward, nobody, and maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past that like their older works, and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. And I sound like Gigi. I think that's silly.
I kind of want to have the not sound like Gigi. I think we need to change the direction for the end. Because I had originally just more screams, because, that's the vibe. But if this monologue is like quite long, and I really like the message. I really like the message she's putting out there. So I kind of want to like showcase that instead. But to showcase that, I need to, I need more space.
That I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that?
There's something so crazy. I'm sorry, but there's something so crazy about the whole impetus of this track, because it's basically I don't know if I would say that what I'm sampling here is motivational, but it is inspirational in a sense, because it's giving advice to artists and how Callie currently feels about people saying that they don't like her new stuff or they miss the old Maury and that kind of stuff. And that is all set up in and beneath all that is a very chill lo-fi beat, which is, often tends to have positive vibe messages like that. But part of the instrumentation for this is Callie herself screaming her lungs out, which is hilarious to me. So I think I'm succeeding at making this track a bit of a roller coaster of emotions. I don't know. I like this. I like it. I definitely like this.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. I grew up a lot being here. But sometimes, it happens. Let me give you some advice. One of the #1 things artists hate to hear: why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away. Don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that. Nobody, and maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think, maybe people.
Okay, I want to add that maybe people are thinking, hold on, let me get this bit specific.
Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably.
Yeah, because I still want to because she's not being incredibly dismissive of those people. She's saying, I appreciate it, but don't say it like that.
Nobody enjoys that.
Maybe they're thinking,
Nobody enjoys that. Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah. Nobody enjoys that. Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah. They probably think I'm a real one from the past. They're like, nobody enjoys that. Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah. Nobody enjoys that. Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah. They probably think I'm a real one from the past. They like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. And I sound like Gigi. I think that's silly.
hold on, wait, that kind of just fit perfectly. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute.
Nobody enjoys that. Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past. They like their older works and like.
Could I have like the scream overlaid on top of that?
Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past. They like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. And I sound like Gigi.
Boat goes binted? What if I sneak in Gigi saying boat goes binted? Not even Callie saying boat goes binted, just Gigi saying boat goes binted. That's just a complete 180 of the feeling there.
Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past.
Oh, that would be fucking stupid.
They really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. And I sound like Gigi. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. And I sound like Gigi.
I mean, I did find like a random clip of her saying boat goes binted, like somewhat earnestly. So I can use that as well. But now I'm
Nobody enjoys that.
Like there's more to this one for sure.
Nobody enjoys that. Nobody, and maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah. Nobody enjoys that. Nobody enjoys.
There's a gap here that I don't know what to fill with, because I've ran out of monologue actually.
Nobody enjoys that. Maybe people are.
If I can find like some small laughs or some small chortles of Callie that I could fill in between here to say to like kind of just make the impression that she's not like 100% being mean and she's being kind of funny about it as well, because the rest of the monologue I think implies that as well.
Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past. They like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. And I sound like Gigi.
Boat goes binted. Or something like that. I don't know. How does it sound if we just like... Oh, right. I forgot that I did indeed let it trail for a bit. There's a spider in my desk over there. But like a tiny one. That's wild. Okay, but that kind of fit... I'm surprised at how well that monologue fits. It's not exactly the vibe I was going for. I was thinking more of a... Try and find a monologue of Callie trying to, like, you know, encourage people in some capacity. But this kind of works still.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. I grew up a lot being here. But you know, sometimes, it happens. Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear: why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away. Don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that. Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past that like their older works and like they'd really appreciate.
Wait, I had like a quieter scream. Yeah, hold on. No, a louder scream that like cut through better.
Maybe people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one
there we go.
From the past that like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. I sound like Gigi.
Boat goes binted. I definitely want to have a boat goes binted. Whether a Callie boat goes binted or a Gigi boat goes binted to be extra silly with it. But I don't know. I think this fits. I do like this though. I do definitely want to add more though. I wouldn't say this is finished. Whereas I would say the other one is finished. I would say that this still needs like some more extra Mori sounds. I think it needs something that I think Callie needs to say something here, and I need to add at least like some Mina-san or one of those, or one of the ga at some point. Ga. Like I want a ga to transition into this bit, you know? Let me delete this loop marker because this ain't looping right now. This track goes on a fucking journey. It starts confusing because like the melody and like the instrumentation and everything is so constricting toward the screams. And then it gets to the bridge chorus of the second half, where Mori goes on a little bit of a bit of a monologue on people saying that they miss the old Mori or something like that. Which is, in a way, an advice for artists as well. And for people who listen to artists, I guess. I like it. I like the idea. It adds layers to the wackiness of the track, of the idea rather. But I think it's executed tastefully enough that it's funny anyways. I also kind of want to add different sounds in here.
I've definitely changed over the years.
And of course I gotta mix this properly.
I grew up a lot being here. But you know, sometimes, it happens.
I don't think I can put the... I don't think I put it in 10, because 10 has like...
Why can't you be your...
Yeah, I absolutely can't put it there. This was like drenched in reverb and like, yeah.
I've definitely changed over the years in various ways. I grew up a lot being here.
I don't know what I would have to do for this, but it's a particular mixing process for this bit, I think.
Let me give you some advice. One of the number one things artists hate to hear: why can't you be your authentic self, Maury? Go back to the way that you were. I liked you better when you were yourself. And I'm like, oh. So the me that I've taken active steps to walk towards, the me that I like more, that I have become, that I'm proud of. You don't like that one? Okay, well, then go away. Don't say stuff like that. Nobody enjoys that.
Yeah, and I definitely need something else
Maybe
in there.
people are thinking like, oh yeah, they probably think I'm a real one from the past that like their older works and like they'd really appreciate that. And I appreciate that sentiment, but then say that. If you don't want to walk forward with me towards growing and becoming the person I want to be, that's totally fine. But I'm letting you know how I feel about it. And I think it's silly. I think it's silly. Silly. And I sound like Gigi.
Hey, okay, I really like this song. The song has evolved into something a bit more serious despite the silly nature of it. Which kinda is also what I wanted. It's not exactly the monologue I was expecting to find from Callie, but it also works. I could also find a different monologue that could still be fit into the rhythm, at least in some capacity. This was particularly simple. I feel like with Squeegee's rubric, I struggled a bit more to make it fit into the beat of the song. But this is basically what I did with it. I had a whole recording that I was just like cutting up in parts and being like, okay, this needs to be a bit closer to here and this needs to be a bit closer to here. I wasn't tuning anything or anything like that. It was just mostly a work of timing. And the timing for this one, I think, is perfect already. Well, that's going to be it from me then, huh? I think I could say that I finished one song and got way closer to finishing another. So I say this is a win. And I'm tired now. I am tired. I want to go do other things now. Here, I'll play the fucking the tropical track to bid us goodbye. Oh god. There's always something so satisfying about taking off my headphones after a long session of music making. Oh my god. And then when you feel the dent in your head, well, that's what it was. My ear canals are suddenly opening up. I hear everything more clearly now. Oh my god. You want to rate anybody? I don't know if I want to rate anybody at the moment, actually. How are we doing? Yeah, probably not. We chillin'. I'm gonna leave it here, y'all. It's been fun. I see this session as an absolute win. I did music, so Music Making Monday is doing its thing. Which I am happy about. So you know what? It's a good thing. And then on Wednesday, we're doing gaming. It's been a while. I'm glad that I don't have to do music on stream on Wednesday again, because as much as I like making music, I kind of want to pace myself with it. I don't want to be working on music every day because I'm going to get burned out at that point, I think. So I think doing it once a week is a good way of like keeping it, you know, chill. But okay, it's been fun, y'all. I very much appreciate you hanging out as always, and I'll be seeing you when I see you then. Bye bye.